This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, I'm sharing my screen. Hope you able to see my screen. Guys, yesterday we had started with our power pivot. So in which we have done with the data modeling, like how we this one data and all. So we had two different tables, which was one was list of orders, which had the details related order ID, order date, customer name, city, country, region, segment, ship date, ship mode, and then we had state, longitude, latitude. So the number of rows what we had was 4,118 rows we had, and then we had the data of the in the order breakdown, which contained the detail of order ID, product name, profit, quantity, category, subcategory. And in this one I had the rows of about some 8,000 rows we had. So with this data we started building the pivot table. So in yesterday's doubts is there, or you want me to quickly follow the steps and show and continue with the work? How you wanted? If you wanted to quickly follow the steps and show that and continue with today's class, I will do that. If you tell that we have understood, so you can just continue from wherever we had stopped, that one is also fine. If you wanted me to quickly brief it and show the steps without going with detailed explanation, just follow the steps and show and then continue. We'll do that one. If anybody has missed out or any doubts is there still, if you just wanted to glance, I'll just quickly follow the steps, everything, and continue. However you tell, it is fine for me. Type in 1 if anybody wanted me to quickly revise, follow the steps and show with yesterday's teaching. Okay, so you wanted me to explain with yesterday's this one. Okay, let's do it. By the time I think the other people also will join our session. Okay, so yesterday I explained about the data. So we have the sales data, which I have lists and order breakdown. The very first step is I have to give the table format. Without table format, by the range, it will be very me to understand. So for that, what I did, I put the cursor on the table, pressed Control A. Control A to select the table and press Control T to apply the table format. Control T to apply the table format, and I'll click on OK, and I will give the table the name. So table design, from here table, give the name list of orders. List of orders. The second table, the same way I'll click somewhere on the table, Control A, Control T. I'll click on OK, and then I'll give the name order breakdown. Order breakdown. Now from the first table, I'm from the 1 second. Let me check whether on recording. Okay, it's going on recording. So I have given the table format. So from being the first table, I'll go to insert tab, go to pivot table, and now here you can see list of orders will appear. So now first thing, for the very first time when I'm inserting, I should insert in the new worksheet, add this data to data and click on OK. In fresh sheet, I'm going to get with the pivot table. So now you can see My list of orders data has been loaded. I wanted the other table also. So Power Pivot means which deals with multiple tables, more than one table. If I am involving in order to build the this one dashboard, I'll be using Power Pivot. So list of orders also it is listed out. What I wanted is I wanted segment and average sales. I'll bring in the segment in the rows and sales in the values. So as I once I put this one, you can see the values are appearing to be same. So why? Because still shown the relationship. I need to show the relation. So for that, here you can see in the pivot table fields, a small dialog box will appear which is asking for between the tables may be needed. I'll click on create. So here a dialog here where I need to mention both and in that both the tables which is the common field. I'll click on the drop down in the first drop down list of orders. That is the first table and the common field as I had explained is order IDs in both the tables. I'll go for order breakdown and in this automatically Excel will identify order ID. If there is any change in the names then manually you need to select it. Okay. So once I tell that in both the tables this is a common field, click on OK. Now you can see the values will appear in the right way. Now I wanted average. By default Excel will perform with sum. Click on sum of sales, go to value field settings and I wanted average and click on OK. So average values will appear. So here there is a huge number. So I wanted to decimal to one single decimal. I'll go to home tab. Under the number group, I'll decrease the decimal to 1. Okay, so the first pivot table is done. So I'll go to the next pivot table from the order breakdown sheet. From the order breakdown sheet, list of orders, I'll go to insert. Again, I'm going to repeat the same action, but this time I do not have to do the data modeling. So I can directly work on. So pivot table, list of orders. This time I wanted it in the existing worksheet. In the same sheet, I wanted to insert 4 different pivot tables. I'll select existing worksheet, add this data to data model, and I need to choose the location. I'll click on the location, see the I'll go to sheet 1 where I have already inserted the pivot table. I'm going to choose the location and click on OK. So here this part plays very important role. Choose whether you want to analyze multiple tables. So you need to check in this, add this data to the data model. Without checking in this option, you cannot use involve multiples. So I'll click on OK. The second pivot table, you can see only one data is loaded, one table is loaded. I'll click on all. So both the tables will be loaded. So now I wanted to see ship mode and sales. So let me take ship mode to the rows and then I wanted the sales. Sales, I'll put it in the values and here I wanted to know the percentage of grand total. In the second pivot table, I wanted percentage of grand total. I'll sum of sales, value field setting. I'll go to show values and here I'll select percentage of grand total and click on OK. So now you can see percentage of grand total will appear. Then the third table. So you can see I wanted region, country and profit. So again, I'll go to list of orders. I'll go to insert tab, pivot table. So list of orders. I wanted this data for data model, existing worksheet. I'll go to sheet 1, choose the location and click pivot table will appear. I wanted both the tables. I'll click on all. So the third table in the column I wanted region and sum of profit. So first take the region in the column. So as I select the region, you can see regions will appear in the column. And then I wanted the country in the rows. So you can see countries will appear in the rows. In each country, which I'm covering with the same region will appear here. And then I wanted to check the profit. in every particular item from how much profit I have done from which particular region. So this is about the third pivot table. Fourth one, region, category, profit. So I'll go to list of orders. Again, from the insert pivot table. So list of, I wanted it to be added with the add to data model existing worksheet. Go to sheet 1 and click on OK. So now this time I wanted both the tables again. I'll click on all, tables will appear. Now I wanted region in the column. Region, I'll bring it to the column, and in the rows I wanted category and subcategory. So list of orders, I don't have category and subcategory. I'll close this. I'll come to order breakdown. Now you can see in the worksheet I have got my region. Row I will put the category, then category. Category wise under which I have the different subcategories, and I'll put the profit. Okay, so now as per the requirement, I have put all the 4 pivot tables. Clear till this? Guys, type in 2. Yesterday I have covered. So till here, if it is clear, type in 2 in the chat box. Okay, so till here, whoever has not done yesterday, please do it and finish it. If you are having any doubts, you can let me know. So once we can continue with the dashboard.
ஏய் லேப்டாப் படிஞ்சிச்சு.
Guys, done? Hope it is clear. Type in 3 if you have tried this. Type in 3 if everybody is done till here. Okay. So now let's build the dashboard. So now for this, one by one, I have to insert the pivot table. Okay. So pivot chart, it's choice. So whatever the data we have based data, you can take the related charts, everything. So first, let me take the first table. If you are following the same, I wanted you people to listen, observe, and then I will give you sufficient time in order to try it out. Okay. Listen and then try it out. Then we will move to the next chart. Okay. One by one, we will complete all the charts. We'll do the dashboard. Okay. So first chart, I will click on the first pivot. I'll go to table analyze, and inside that I have pivot chart. So if you see in the tab also we have the charts, and when I'm coming to pivot table also I have the chart. Excuse me guys. So both the cases I have the charts. It's always preferable whenever you are inserting the chart based on the pivot table. Okay. So it's always better to insert table using the pivot chart only. So you might, ma'am, can't we using the general charts whatever is available in the insert tab? Yes, definitely you can insert it, but I wanted the connection to happen between the pivot table and the chart. Sometimes when you are inserting the chart apart from pivot chart, you can insert it, but that connectivity will not work efficiently. Okay. So in order to have that connection between the pivot table and the chart to work properly, it is always preferred to use pivot chart only. Okay. So I will go to pivot table analyze and I'll click on pivot chart. And here Excel will recommend that you can take this column chart. As you can see, I have only the three values: consumer, corporate, and home and office. So I wanted to do the comparison between this and I set the chart. So for this, relatively, I can use column chart, I can use pie chart, I can use line chart, bar chart. So those things I can use it. Okay. So now it is up to your choice what type of chart you wanted to use. So let me say I wanted to use pie chart, and that pie chart should be 3D pie. So I'll select 3D pie and I will click on OK. So now that is inserted. I'll just reduce the size, and here I don't want this segments. Guys, I wanted you people to first listen how to apply with the format and then you can try it out. Okay, I'll give you sufficient. So I don't need the legend. So I'll click on the plus and I'll uncheck the legend, and here data label is there. No, I'll click here and I'll go for data callout. Okay, so I'll go for data callout. I'll click here. So guys, please mute yourself. I will close this. So I have got the values. Now I don't need this extra and all. So I'll select it. I will right click on this. I will tell hide field buttons. Hide all field buttons on the chart. So this will get hidden. So now here I'll tell average sales. I'll right click, edit text, and I will tell it is average sales. I'll click on OK. So my first chart is done. So try doing the chart. As I told, you can chart, donut chart, line chart, and then a bar chart. Column. For this data, you can apply this five different types of chart. Or if you wanted to insert pie, you can insert the pie chart also. Guys, done? Type in 4 if till here, if it is done. The first chart is done. Okay, now let's do the next chart. So for this one, let me insert a donut. Okay, so the first chart is done. So let me insert that. I'll click on this pivot table. I'll go to pivot analyze, pivot chart, bar chart. Okay, let me insert this bar chart. So I don't want this extra fields and all whatever it is shown. I'll just select this, right click, hide field bar, and then I don't want this total also, and I will click select and I'll click on delete. So name it to total. Okay, let me give total sales. Let me insert the label here. Let me decrease the size of the chart. So I have created the next chart also. Wanted you people to try with the next chart. I have taken the bar chart. So you can take whichever chart you wanted.
Ma'am, how did you remove that ship mode and sum of sales, ma'am?
Which one, ma?
In the second chart,
Extra button, that one.
sum of sales and ship mode it is showing, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to just click on the top one, that small button is there. No, click on it. Once you click, right click on it and you will get the option hide button. So automatically it will hide the buttons.
Okay, ma'am.
So I think that instead of this bar chart, I will keep donut chart and changing the chart type. So from the pie only you will get the donut chart as well. I'll select donut and I wanted the percentage value to be displayed properly. In the bar chart, value was not getting properly. So I'm taking the donut chart and close the legend, data callouts.
Ma'am, could you please explain this donut chart again?
Okay. So I've removed it. For this data, I wanted the donut chart. Why? Because here the values are in percentage. Percent value should be clearly appearing. So I'll put my cursor here, go to pivot table analyze. I will go to pivot chart, and under the pie chart, I have to click on pie chart, and in this one only you will get donut chart also. Okay, chart can separately. You have to select donut chart and click on OK. So as you select donut chart and insert it, donut chart will appear. Now I wanted to first hide this field button. Select, right click and hide all field buttons. Then I'll go to design and a thick donut design, and here I'll come to this plus sign. I don't need the legend. I'll turn it off. So data labels, data callouts. So once the data callouts are inserted, I'll just click and I will bring it. Click. When you take the cursor on the borders, you can see the 4 arrow button. I'll just bring it like this. And I'll just decrease the size. And I'll give the border. So I'll go to format, weightage, select the border and give the border the color. Got it, ma?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
the donut chart, I'll be able to see the values. That's why I did the donut chart. Type in 5 if this is clear and done. Okay, so for the third and fourth chart, coming to the third chart, I'll click somewhere on the pivot table. I'll go to pivot table analyze, pivot chart, and for this it will be for this. We'll take column chart. So let me try with the designs. What type of designs I can take? Okay, let me take this one. I'll click on OK. So now my column chart is inserted for the third pivot table. So let me insert the legend bottom. I'll go to legend. I wanted it in the bottom. And I wanted to hide the field buttons. Right click and hide all field buttons. And I'll give the shape outline. So this is very simple and easy chart. Type in 6 if this is clear and done. Okay, coming to the fourth chart. Fourth, I'll click the table, go to pivot table, analyze, pivot chart. So I will take column chart for this one also. So I think this will be preferably. So that is 3D staked column chart. So the fifth option, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. In this 3D staked column, I am taking for the fourth pivot table. So legend, I wanted it in the bottom. I wanted to hide this field buttons. Select, right click, hide field buttons. So now this is done. So I'll remove the grid lines also. I'll turn it off. I'll give shape outline. See, now I have inserted all the 4 required charts. Let me show you the dashboard. Then I will give you the time. In the meantime, I will mark the attendance also. By then you can complete it. Okay. So the 4th chart, staked 3D staked column chart I have taken for the 4th pivot table. So I wanted you people to listen and observe carefully. Why? Because I'll show you the dashboard, how to build it. Okay. It is nothing but I have to put a shape, all this chart inside it by slicer and timeline. Okay, so only this much I have to do. So let me first decrease the size of my screen. I will hide the button. So let me charts. Okay, I wanted everybody to observe carefully. Okay, so now here I'm going to first insert a shape. Okay, inside that shape I wanted to place all this charts, everything. So I'll go to insert, I'll go to illustration, and I will go for shape. So I'll take a rectangular shape and I will draw a rectangular shape over here. Okay, so in the meantime, I don't need this grid lines also. So back end, you can see the small grid lines are there, no? So in order to remove that grid lines, what I will do is, I will take the cursor between A and 1. There is a small button beneath this name box between A column and first row. So in between, there is a column, small button. I'll click on it so that you can see my entire table is selected. I'll go to view tab, will uncheck the grid line. Okay, so once I uncheck the grid lines are removed. Now you can see grid lines are removed. Only I'll place the cursor, I'll select it, and I will give the background color. So let me take some light. Okay, I have taken the light color. In this one, if you wanted to take with some other color, you can go to shape fill and you can choose the color. Okay, so this is better. I'll take this blue color. Okay, so once after this, I wanted to bring charts on this shape. So what I will do, drag this shape, the chart, the first chart. So you can see it is going behind the shape. So what I will do, I'll go to format. So the selected for this, you need to select the chart, go to format and click on, bring front, bring to front. And I will this chart and place it over here. Then the chart, select the chart. See, the chart should be selected. Go to format, bring to front. And the third chart, I will go to format, bring to front. And my fourth chart, bring to front. organize the chart neatly. I'm expanding the size of my shape. So you can use the arrow button to move.
Ma'am, how did you color the background, ma'am?
Coloring the background, see here in between A and 1, A column and first row, you can see a small button over here. So there is a small arrow button. I have to click on it. As I click on, entire sheet gets selected. Once after selecting, I'll go to view tab and uncheck the grid line. Okay, so the grid lines will be removed. Once after that, I will come to home tab, and here in the font the color option. So you can choose whichever color you wanted and you can put it. Entire sheet will get colored. Done? Understood, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
If you wanted to move multiple charts together, hold the control key and select all the 4. You can move the charts like this. Okay, once after all the charts are been inserted, I will go and insert the timeline. I'll click on this pivot table. Guys, I wanted you people to listen here. So I'm inserting the slicer and timeline. Okay. So I'll click on the first pivot table, go to pivot table analyze, and under the filtering tool, I have slicer. So now here, what is that I wanted? I wanted the region from the list of order sheet. Select region and click on OK. So region will appear here in the slicer. So what I wanted, so slicer formatting tool will appear. I wanted 3 columns. So the slicer is inserted. Now I wanted to insert the timeline. Again, I'll go and click table, go to pivot table, analyze, insert timeline. I wanted ship date. Let's select ship date and click on OK. So now timeline will appear here and I will insert the timeline like this. So now timeline is inserted. Now let me insert a text box to tell this is a sales dashboard. Okay, so let me insert a text box, shape format, text box, and this would be sales dashboard. Whatever your company want to give, you can give. I am just giving sales dashboard. So the text color to white and the background color I wanted to change it to some dark color. So sales dashboard. See, I have put my sales dashboard. Now I wanted to. So now if I click on this, see guys, if you observe, when I click on the region that is on the slicer, only one chart will get affected, that is the pie chart. So none of the other chart are getting affected. So in Excel, when I'm creating the dashboard, I need to show the report connections between the slicer and the chart, timeline and the chart. Okay, so in order to do that, I will select the slicer. I'll go to the slicer tool, and then here I have report connection. As I select report connection, you can see only one chart is selected. I'll select the second, third, fourth, and click on OK. So now the same way I'll select the timeline, go to timeline formatting tool. Again here also report connection. So report connection is a tool which is used in order to show the connection between the timeline. So report connection, see it is having connection with only one chart. I'll select all and I'll click on OK. So now once this is done, now you can see my dashboard is completely. Now when I click on central, I wanted to check it for north. I wanted to check it for south. So you can see how the sales is happening. I'll clear the filters. Now I wanted to check it from the timeline. I'll click on the years. So here you can see 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15 is there. So if I wanted for 2011, 2012, how the happened, what has happened. So 2013, 2013, 2000. Now if I wanted to clear the filter and I wanted to check it for the quarters, say 2012, I wanted to check the quarters for 2000. See, I'll get the quarters for all the year. So now 2012 you can see here. So 2012 first quarter, sorry, second quarter 2012, third quarter, fourth quarter. So if I wanted to check it as per the month, I'll click here, month wise sales. So 2012 June month sales. I wanted to check it for July month sales. I wanted to check it for August month sales. So like this, I can apply the filters on the slicer in the timeline also. So like this, we are going to build the dashboard Excel. Okay, try it out. In the meantime, I'll call out the attendance. You can answer the attendance.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in slicer, after clicking on region, how to, after that I couldn't understand.
Okay. I wanted to insert the timeline. See, I have to first select the slicer. Okay. So once after I click on the slicer, I'll get a slicer formatting tool. Select slicer, I'll get the slicer formatting tool. I'll click on this. I'll go for reports. Report connection means by default slicer will have connection only with. So I'll click, select all the 4 charts. See, I have checked in all the 4 charts and click on OK. So charts is done. The same way, select timeline. Timeline formatting tool will appear. I'll click on timeline, go to report connections and select all the 4 charts and then click on OK. So do with this. If you are having any doubts, please tell. In the meantime, answer your attendance. Aditya,
Present, ma'am.
Alia, Alia, Anna.
Present, ma'am.
This is Ananya, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Angel Maria,
Present, ma'am.
Angel Singh,
Present, ma'am.
Ashaz.
Present, ma'am.
Ashaz, past 2 classes you did not come.
No, ma'am. Actually, I was not well.
We are following the this one recordings, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, where are the
Okay.
recordings?
It will be available in the WhatsApp. If they have not yet video, I will inform our admin person to forward the videos. Okay, yesterday's and today's both.
Okay, ma'am. It will be forwarded, na? Till now, there is no
Yeah,
recording.
yeah. No, till here everything is there. Yesterday's only it is pending. All the videos that they have put. So if I have not. I will inform the admin person to load that this one video in the WhatsApp group. Yesterday
Okay, ma'am.
I'll tell him. So you can follow it. Why? Because if you are missing classes, exams, it will be difficult for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ashish,
Present, ma'am.
yesterday
Ma'am,
you
if
were
I,
present, Ashish.
uh,
Who's this?
ma'am, if I, Humera, ma'am, if I type the slicer, I'm getting like this, ma'am, data model. In data model, if I select open, then it is like it is in horizontal way. It is
No,
not
if you are
coming in
not
a
getting
vertical.
from here also, if you are not getting, then you can select the slicer and keep the cursor on that slicer only and right click on it. Okay, so once you right click here also you'll get report connections.
Okay, ma'am.
Select the slicer and click on right click. So you'll get the report connections. The same tool only. Either ways you can use it. Ashish, yesterday you are present, pa?
Like network issue, so
Ashish,
I.
you were attending the classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ashmit,
Present, ma'am.
Ashmit, Chaitanya,
Present, ma'am.
Claudia,
Present, ma'am.
Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Harini, Harini R, Harini Sundaram,
Present, ma'am.
Ka, Rishika, Humera.
Present, ma'am.
This is Humera or Rishika?
It's Chika, ma'am.
Okay,
Present, ma'am,
Humera,
Humera.
Pradakshna,
Present, ma'am.
Gnanakshi,
Present, ma'am.
Kirtana,
Present, ma'am.
Khyati, Khyati, Kiran,
Present, ma'am.
Lakshmi, Lakshmi R, Manasa,
Present, ma'am.
this is Manasa, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayukha,
Present, ma'am.
Yunus, Yunus, Lakshmi R is present. Yunus, Namita Agarwal,
Present, ma'am.
Namita K,
Present, ma'am.
Amrata Swapna Naveen, Swapna K,
Present, ma'am.
Sarga,
Present, ma'am.
Pearl, Pearl, Pratibha,
Present, ma'am.
Preeta,
Present, ma'am.
Priya,
Present, ma'am.
Purajit, Purajit, Purvika,
Present, ma'am.
Raina, Raina, Rishika, Rishik Sen, Roxanne is present. Rupika,
Present, ma'am.
Sanavi,
Present, ma'am.
Harini, Harini,
Present, ma'am.
Pujita,
Present, ma'am.
Sakshi, Sakshi, Samyukta,
Present, ma'am. I'm Samyukta present.
yeah. Shalmali,
Present, ma'am.
Shivani,
Present, ma'am.
Shravya,
Present, ma'am. Shravya.
Shravya, Shreya,
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya Kothari, okay, Shreya is present. Sudeshna, Shreya is present. Shreya Kavadi is present. Sudeshna, Sudeshna, Tirisha, Vanishri, Vanishri, Tirisha is present. Vanishri, Varun,
Hello, ma'am. It's
yeah,
Vanishri. Hello.
who's this?
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah,
Vanishri.
Vanishri,
Present, ma'am.
yeah.
Yeah.
Varun,
Present, ma'am.
Vedanshi.
Present, ma'am. Vedanshi, present.
Vedanshi, yesterday you were present, ma?
No, ma'am. I was absent yesterday.
Okay. Zaida.
Present, ma'am.
Sharlene. Sharlene is present. Okay, so today absentees are Alia Anjum.
Ma'am,
R.
Anjanjum present.
Okay.
I think I missed out to answer.
Yeah. Harini R. Kathy. Yunus. Amrata Swapna Naveen. Pearl. Purajit. Anna. Rishika. Sakshi. Sudeshna. This many people are absent today. They did not answer the attendance. Okay, guys. So I hope you people are clear till whatever I have explained. So type in 7 if it is clear. Okay, I will wind up the session for today then. So if you are having any doubts, please try it out.